genocide. It's almost like they got together and had a talking point. It's almost like there's an organization, the regime, that's feeding them these talking points, and these types of things are planned. Genocide. Hey, you remember when the U.S. government rounded up Native Americans and massacred them in the Trail of Tears? Hitler gassed and starved 6 million Jews to death. Death camps in Cambodia, all the stuff that went on in the Congo, Uyghur Muslims in China, what the Burmese government's doing to the Koreans. There is no difference between any of those things and telling a doctor that he can't chop a 12-year-old's breasts off. Those are the same thing. They're in the same category. There is no difference between those things and banning porn in kindergarten classrooms. They are the same thing. Why is it always genocide they go to? I don't like gun control. And gun control has objectively been used throughout history to help governments carry out genocides. Yet every time you guys try to enforce whatever nonsense gun control, you don't see me going out crying genocide. So why be so hyperbolic and extra? You know what I've noticed? When people overstate things, it's because they're lying. Because they're trying to compensate. I was a car salesman once upon a time. And that you could tell someone was lying when they tried to overcompensate. It's like when Amazon doesn't deliver a package to you and you know because you've been home all day. And instead of just, it was delivered, it was left in the mailbox, it says, it's never just package was delivered, right? It's package was delivered and handed directly to a resident. Why are you being so extra? When you're being that over the top, I know you're lying to me. You didn't deliver it, you lost it, you screwed it up something, and you're trying to make it you're trying to make it seem like it's my fault. It's the same thing here. It's like, when you're that over the top, I know you're lying to me. Plus, youth suicide is as high as it's ever been in this country per the CDC, and it directly correlates with when we became more open to the idea of transitioning minors. We've talked about it all the time. I remember 2018, people that were hard left. Well, I support transgenders, which I do too. If any grown adult that wants to go out and transition, I support you. Go do it. Live your best life. I'm serious. Do what makes you happy. I don't care. But don't push it on kids. There's plenty of things kids can't do until they're adults. It's fine that they wait. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, is the trans thing the direct cause, the only cause of the youth suicide? Of course not. A lot of it has to do with the lockdowns that many of these same people shilled for, as that helped skyrocket it as well. But when 41% of adults who partake in that same lifestyle go on to attempt suicide at some point in their life, and we have a 100% increase over the span of 4 years per Gallup in Gen Z kids who identify as trans, coupled with the highest youth suicide rates that saw an increase during the exact same time frame that the increase in Gen Z kids that identify as trans began to climb. The exact same span of years, youth suicide started to skyrocket when we saw a 100% increase in Gen Z members who identify as a group that commits suicide at a 41% clip. You have to start asking some questions. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you can actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.